Hello all my 90s, how are you all? I welcome you all to my maths online class. Dear students, today we will be starting with chapter number 6 of your NCERT, that is lines and angles. A bit of the introduction I gave you in the previous session. Just recall all those concepts once again quickly. As the chapter says, lines and angles. You all know about the concept of angles. You know the meaning of angles. When two lines intersect each other, they form an angle. So different types of angles. Acute angle, you know what is an acute angle? An angle which is less than 90 degree. Here I have formed an acute angle which is less than 90 degree. This is known as an acute angle. Then comes right angle. It is exactly equal to 90 degree. Then comes obtuse angle, an angle greater than 90 but less than 180, that forms an obtuse angle. Then comes a straight angle which forms a 180 degree angle, you know it. Now reflex angle, an angle which is greater than 180 but less than 360. Just see this angle. Here I have formed. This is a straight line. So here the complete angle is 180. But if I increase this line, if I rotate this line, then the angle this much is formed. This is greater than 180 but less than 360, less than 360. So this is known as reflex angle. Now comes your adjacent angles. Two angles are adjacent if they have a common arm and common vertex, and their non-common arms are on different sides of common arm. What does this mean? Suppose we have an angle. I draw a ray in between these. Here if I label this as A, if I label this as B, these are the two angles formed, of course. This is one angle formed, this is another angle formed. In these two angles, can we say that this is a common arm, this one is a common arm. And what are these two? These two are non-common arm. These two are non-common arm. So can we say that this is a common arm, a common vertex? And when the non-common arms are on the opposite side of this common ke opposite side, then these two angles are known as adjacent, ADJACENT. Then they are known as adjacent angles. Once again suppose I have an angle. Suppose I mark this as A. This is one angle formed. This is one angle formed. You can see. Now, if I label this complete as B, that means this is second angle formed. So, what is the common arm? Ye bana, ye bana. This is the common arm. This is the common arm. And the non-common arms are on the same side. They are on the same side of transversal. So, when they are on the same side of transversal, they are not adjacent. They are not adjacent. So what are adjacent? Two angles are adjacent if they have a common arm and common vertex, and their non-common arms are on different sides, opposite sides of common arm. So here A and B are adjacent to each other. Now let's quickly talk about complementary angles. Two angles whose sum is 180. Two angles whose sum is 90. They are known as complementary angles. Supplementary, two angles whose sum is 180. They are known as supplementary. You can see two angles is a straight line. Straight line always forms 180. So angle A plus B is 180 degree. For example, if I take 60, so 120 is the supplementary of 60, or I can say that 60 is supplement to 120. Now linear pair. What does this linear pair means? Two angles form a linear pair if their non-common arms form a line, or I can say two adjacent angles form a linear pair if their non-common arms form a line. See, these are adjacent angle. This is a common arm. These are non-common arms. They are forming a straight line. So this forms a linear pair. That means angle A and B, A plus B is 180, and A and B forms a linear pair. Now vertically opposite angle. What does this mean? Vertically opposite angles are formed when two lines intersect each other at a point. That means two lines, they are intersecting each other at a point. Suppose I name this point as O. These two lines are meeting at O. So A and B, they are known as vertically opposite. C and D, they are also known as vertically opposite. Vertically opposite angles are always recognized by the symbol X. You can say by the symbol X. Here these two angles form vertically opposite angle. Just see. Here these two angles form vertically opposite and these two angles also form vertically opposite. So vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are always equal. So angle A and angle B are equal. C and D are also equal. I hope I am clear till here. Now here we have one theorem in your NCERT, that is theorem 6.1. Here we have to prove that if two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. So how can we prove this? Just see to it. Theorem says if two lines intersect each other. So these are the two lines intersecting each other at suppose at point O. We have to prove that the vertically opposite angles are equal. So let me label this as A. Let me label this as B. This as C. This as D. Now just see to this concept. You know this concept. This is a straight line. This is a ray standing on it. What can you say about these two angles? What can you say about these two angles? Suppose this is A and B. So these two angles forms a linear pair. So their sum is 180. So just apply this concept in this figure. This is a straight line. This is a straight line. So can I take these two angles A and C? So if I am taking A and C, so we can say that A plus C forms a linear pair. So A plus C is 180. Similarly, if I take this angle, this line, and C and B, what is the relation between C and B? C plus B forms 180. Now, since this right hand side is equal, then definitely these left hand side will also be equal. So we can equate this A plus C is equal to C plus B. C and C get cancelled. So I can say that A is equal to B. A is equal to B. That means A and B, they forms a vertically opposite angle, and vertically opposite angles are always equal. Same we can go with C and D. So this is the proof of this theorem. AB and CD are two straight lines. We have to prove that. To prove that A and B are equal, C and D are also equal. So proof, since AB is a straight line, what I have written? Since AB is a straight line, AB is a straight line. So can I say that A and D forms a linear pair? Their sum is 180. Similarly, if I take CD is a straight line, so A and C also forms a linear pair. Sum is 180. These two are equal right hand side. So definitely the left hand side will also be equal. Cancelling, we are having D and C equal. I have proved here D and C equal. When D and C are equal, then definitely A and B are also equal. This is the proof of this theorem. Important one, do practice it again. It is generally asked in exam. Thank you.